Have you ever seen a girl walk into church, smiling, praying, serving God with all her strength, but behind the amens, behind the choir songs, she was carrying a secret so heavy that if dropped, it would scatter the entire congregation? This is the story of Adaora, the girl who got pregnant in church house fellowship, and the truth that shocked everyone. Adaora was 20, pretty, calm, soft smile, a voice like Sunday morning worship. She lived with her aunt in Lagos and was a dedicated member of Kingdom Fire Youth Fellowship, popularly called K-Fire. Every Saturday evening, the youth met for house fellowship in different members' homes. Adaora was a perfect church girl. Adaora had one weakness. She wanted to be accepted. She wanted to feel loved. She wanted to be seen, not just as church girl, but as a human being. Her parents died when she was young. Her aunts treated her well, but never with softness. No affection, no kind words, just rules. Church became her home, the place she felt safe. And then came Brother Michael. Brother Michael, the fellowship star. If K-Fire was a movie, Brother Michael was the main character. Handsome, 25 years old, youth prayer coordinator, keyboardist, always quoting scriptures, always smiling. Women admired him quietly. Even pastors trusted him. And he took special interest in Adaora. God is preparing you for something great, he told her one day after rehearsals. Her cheeks warmed. No one had spoken to her with such gentleness. Over time, they became close, too close. The night, everything changed. It was a Saturday, house fellowship at Brother Michael's apartment. The pastor was out of town. Attendance was low. Rain was falling. After fellowship, most members rushed home before the rain worsened. Only Adaora stayed back to clean the chairs and pack the hymn books, her usual duty. The rain got heavier. Michael said gently, "Adaora, you can't go home in this rain. Sit small." She hesitated, but she didn't want to offend him. They talked, they prayed, they laughed at small jokes. Then the power went out. Darkness, silence, just rain hitting the roof. Michael lit a small rechargeable lamp. Their shadows stretched across the room. "Adaora," he whispered, "I don't know how to explain it, but I feel something for you." She froze. Her heart raced. "I feel it too," she whispered before she even realized. He held her hand. She didn't pull away. And in that moment, the boundary broke. A small crack, a small weakness. What happened next was something Adaora hid in her heart with shame. A mistake that felt like love in the moment and like sin afterward. She cried afterward. I'm sorry, she whispered. Michael held her, saying, "Don't worry. God understands our weakness. It won't happen again." But it did, again and again. Behind prayers, behind worship songs, they were fighting a secret battle. 2 months later, Adaora began vomiting. Morning sicknesses, dizziness, late period. Her friend in the choir gave her a pregnancy test. She locked herself in the restroom. When the 2 red lines appeared, she dropped to the floor. "No, no, no," she whispered. Her whole world shattered. How do you tell a church that worships you that you have fallen? She gathered courage and told Brother Michael. His reaction, "It can't be me," he said quietly. "Michael, you're the only one," she cried. "No, no, Adaora," he whispered. "If this comes out, my life is finished. The church will disgrace me. I will lose my position. People will think I'm a hypocrite." He paced the room. Then he said words that stabbed her heart. Maybe you should remove it." Adaora gasped. "Michael, it's a lie. This is a life." He looked away. "I'm not ready to be a father. And I didn't force you, Adaora. It was mutual. Please, don't let us destroy us." She burst into tears. He didn't hug her. He didn't comfort her. He just walked to the other door and said, "Let's pray about it." But he never called again. Adaora withdrew from church slowly. No more leading worships, no more smiling, no more staying after service. People noticed, but no one asked why. Except one person, Sister Ruth, a 19-year-old fellowship member, sharp-eyed, always suspicious. "Adaora, you're getting fat though," Ruth said one day. Adaora forced a smile. "It's just stress." Ruth replied. "Okay, oh." But Ruth had already started watching her. The exposure. One Wednesday evening, Adaora fainted during Bible study. People fanning her. A woman touched her stomach. Her belly is hard. She looks pregnant. The hall went silent. All eyes on Adaora. "Adaora, are you?" Someone whispered. She burst into tears. That confirmed it. The news spread faster than Hamatan fire. Within hours, deacons were whispering. Mothers were shaking their heads. Youth members were gasping. How can Adaora do this? Such a disappointment. God forbid. Sister Ruth added pepper. I even suspected Brother Michael. They were too close. The pastor called Adaora for a meeting. She sat, trembling. "Adaora," he began gently. "Who is responsible?" Tears streamed down her cheeks, but before she could speak, the door opened. Brother Michael walked in. Pastor closed his eyes and sighed. "So it's true," he said. Michael knelt down. "Pastor, I'm sorry," he cried. "But Adaora seduced me. She always stayed late. She..." "Stop!" Adaora sobbed. Michael continued. "She told me she loved me. She pressured me. I tried to resist." Church leaders shook their head. "Adaora, how could you?" they scolded. Adaora cried harder. "It's not true, Pastor. He..." But nobody listened, not even the pastor. "Michael is a leader. You should have known better," Pastor said. "But you, Adaora, you disappointed everyone. You hid your sin. You deceived us." Michael pretended to cry. Adaora saw the lie on his face. A betrayal deeper than anything she can imagine. Pastor announced on Sunday, "Adaora has fallen into sin. She is pregnant and must undergo disciplinary action." People gasped. Adaora sat in the back, head bowed, tears dropping silently. Michael sat in front, looking holy. Only two people looked at Adaora with compassion. Brother John, a quiet usher, Mama Grace, a mother in Israel. One night, Mama Grace visited Adaora secretly. "My daughter," she said softly, "tell me the truth. Who is the father?" Adaora wept and told her everything. Mama Grace's eyes darkened. "That boy, he lied against you," she whispered. And Mama Grace had one gift. She saw things others didn't. She started observing Michael closely. Then she saw it. Michael was visiting another female member late at night. She followed quietly, saw him sneaking out of the girl's house. Everything pieced together. Michael was not a holy brother. He was a predator, and Adaora was his easiest victim. One Sunday morning, Mama Grace interrupted service. The whole church froze. "Pastor, permit me to speak," she said. She faced the congregation. "You judged Adaora for falling into sin, but you did not judge the man who pushed her into it." "Momos," she turned to Michael. "You said she seduced you, but how come you're also visiting Sister Tola at night?" Gaps. Eyes widened. Tola began shaking. Mama Grace continued. "Do you want me to list the other girls, or should we ask your phone to confess?" Michael stuttered. It's a lie." But Tola burst into tears. "He came to me," she cried. "He said God revealed that I'm his first wife." Chaos. Church shouting. Pastor stood frozen. Michael was exposed. The pastor finally spoke. His voice was trembling. "Brother Michael, you are hereby suspended, removed from your position, and placed under investigation." Michael fell to his knees. "Pastor, please." But it was done. People apologized to Adaora. They cried with her. Even Pastor knelt beside her. "My daughter, forgive us. We failed you." Adaora cried into his shoulder. For the first time, she felt sin. A new beginning. 9 months later, she gave birth to her baby girl. Beautiful. Pastor held the child and blessed her. Mama Grace became like a grandmother. Brother John visited often. Adaora healed slowly. Her faith survived, but it became stronger, deeper, more personal. One Sunday, she stood before the church, voice steady. I am not here because I am perfect. I am here because God does not abandon broken hearts. The whole church clapped. Even those who once judged her wiped tears. In life, people will judge you without knowing your story. Some will even condemn you for the same things they commit in private. But God sees the truth, and He will bring light to darkness. Even if the darkness lives inside the church, never shame a girl for falling. Shame the people who pushed her. And never forget, the church is not a museum.